Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. I got a hard-hitting broadcast for y'all in a few minutes. We're going to talk about the proof of why all races are equal in God's sight, and I fully understand why there is no supreme race. And I'm going to give you details. And the stats that I'm going to use are stats from licensed boards, stats from political. I'm not going to name all my sources, but they are factual stats. I want to begin with a story of something that happened earlier. See, I've learned to judge people individually because a lot of white people is real cool. Like the same, I was in a store earlier, and this white guy that I'm really cool with, he's like a cool dude, like almost like a brother. You know what I mean? Because when they act like him, we not talking about them. We're talking about, in general, what we're getting ready to talk about. Because if they were all like him, I believe a lot of these stats that I'm getting ready to name would be different. So I'm in the store. I see him in there. Like normally he comes in there too. That's where we met. And we pretty cool. One of the people in the store who her father used to own the store. Like, and I don't have like a problem with her per se, but I know how to keep it, especially after today. Like today was like the confirmation. So they know in that store that I have my own delivery businesses, right? Where I deliver this, I deliver that, deliver this, deliver that. And so I come in there and she says, she just keeps harping on how she's hungry. Now the black guy that I'm real cool with, that's why I go in there, you know, because I be in there chatting with him. I think he knows how she is. So he said, won't you have such and such go get it? Said, if you want, I'll pay for the fee. Now keep in mind, I'm finna put y'all in their business a little bit. They just sold the business to another guy. They're just helping him learn how to do it for multi-millions of dollars, right? I tell her, I said, I can go get it for you. Like before he said, yeah, I'll pay the fee. I said, I could go get it for you for a fee so small, it's like pennies to you. That's what I said, right? And it is. Like my fee that I would have charged her, let's say she wanted me to go to a restaurant or something that's like maybe 4 miles away. I would have just charged her like $10, between $7 and $10. Probably would have gave her even a discount because I know them. She didn't even want to pay that. So all of y'all that think it's sweet with white people, you better stay woke. Like, hate is not the answer. You judge people individually, and if an individual from any race treats you with respect and kindness, you give it back to them. But my glasses seem foggy too. Yeah, they are. I can't wait. Like, let me break this down. Wait, hold on. I might have to, but you know what? I can wait. I can see good enough. So I'm like, she didn't even want to give me that couple dollars. Oh yeah, that's racism. Oh yeah. You see how it is? Don't tell me these people, everybody that's black don't want to work. And don't y'all Sambos come on here talking about, wait, let me go somewhere else. This person always be coming and be looking right in my face, dude. And I'm going to go on the other side. Wait, hold on. Don't y'all Sambos tell me that I'm playing the victim. That is goofy and you sound dumb. These are facts, and I'm gonna hit you with a lot of. Wait, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna be right over here. Y'all just gonna have to hear that beat. Why put on a seatbelt for 3 seconds? Don't y'all come on here talking about I'm playing the victim. Because you don't want to face the music. You either too soft or you too much of a Sambo to face the facts. And the facts are, and we're going to get into these things, there's 6 different groups of people that are non-black have received reparations since the days of slavery. Now y'all gonna hear me repeat this stat. 97% of Republicans are white, right? 79% of Democrats are white. So I'm gonna get into this, and this ain't no personal jab or anything like that. This is just gonna be me presenting factual information that is verifiable. Wait, hold on. Let me see where I'm gonna go. Verifiable statistics. And so all of y'all other races who having a problem with black people for no reason, I ain't gonna even be that long, but I'm finna break this down. All of y'all other races that have a problem with us for no reason, you need to get out of this mix. Cause you're not being intelligent. You're not using intellectuality. You just trying to be like somebody else. So what am I getting ready to talk about? In front of me, y'all know when I got the notes, I got 10 ways / reasons / characteristics that prove whites are not supreme to other races. They just not. They not. Now, it's more of them, but this, what I'm about to share with you, proves that there is no supreme, there's no superiority. There's none of that. Now, they gonna make me put my seatbelt. Well, I gotta put it on because it's getting hot in here. So, buckle up like I'm doing, because y'all finna get hit with some factual information. Now, the truth only hurts the ignorant. If you're not ignorant, you look at that. You're going to take this truth on the chin and keep it moving. 10 things that prove whites are not supreme. Y'all ready? Wait, hold on. Let's get some air in here. And they probably are shadow ban this, which also proves they're not supreme. Because if they were supreme, they wouldn't have to shadow ban this. They could just, in everyday life, prove me wrong. Just like she did that garbage, didn't want to give me a couple dollars to support my business. Okay, and like I told somebody, I said one day she's gonna want me to go, and every time I'm gonna come up with a reason not to do it. I don't want your money. You can keep it. And the main reason why I still go in there is because of the guy that works there that I talked to. So number 1 of the 10 reasons, ways / reasons / characteristics that prove white people are not supreme, y'all. Serial killers. Serial killers killing to gratify some lust or some thrill, or killing, and it's usually innocent people, taking out their frustrations / desires to conquer on others. 82% of them are white. 82% of them are white. So when y'all want to talk about how people getting shot in the hood, which they are, and why, who they trying to be like? We already had the video on that. Who taught them that? You know where they learned that? From Westerns. See, the truth hurts. But like I said, regardless of your education level or anything, if you are an intellectual, if you are a fair-minded, level-headed person, you don't have to shadow ban me. You'll just prove me wrong. 82% of European/Caucasian/white males are serial killers. Number 2, it's the most racist race by far. Why do I say this? You'll find out with number 5, but I mentioned it already, that they in control in practically the whole entire world. And racism is going stronger now than ever before. It's unchecked. The only thing that's stopping people is they don't know what might happen. The element of surprise is the main thing that stops. A lot of these alligator people who, with an alligator mindset, you know how an alligator don't care, like an alligator rip you to shreds for no reason. I call it the alligator mindset. Most racist race, y'all. That's where racism, that's the cultivator of racism. What proof do I need? 6 different races receive reparations, but us. See, we public enemy number 1 because our ancestors used to be slaves and got free. But just because we got free don't mean that everybody think we should be free. Use your brain. Number 3, highest percent of child MOL, fill in the blank. 3,333 proven cases, or 77.6% of child touchings. Y'all see that, right? Number 4, highest statutory rapists. 73.2%, or 443 verified cases. Y'all see all of this, these first 4 deal with savagery. And again, disclaimer, it's not all. Some of them coolest people you ever meet. Judge individually. The Bible tells us to love your neighbor as yourself, so hate is not the answer. Let other people hate. You don't hate. You don't hate, because hate is an indicator that the Most High has not inhabited you. Fairness, justice, defending yourself, that's not hate. Number 5, twisted laws. Again, remember I told you, out of the politicians, 97% of Republican officials are white men and women. 79% of Democratic officials are white men and women. Twisted laws. What do I mean by this? I got an example for you. Did you know that cannibalism is only illegal in 1 state? And that's Idaho. That's Idaho. Number 6. National deficit, poor handling of funds. $31.46 trillion in debt. Now, you can't blame that on the hood. You can't blame that on the ghetto. Black people is the reason for the... Listen, that's ignorance. How could anybody that's 13% of the population be the whole entire problem with the population? We contribute as blacks heavily due to our brainwashing and following lifestyles and trends that we have been taught that our ancestors didn't partake in. They were dignified peoples, mostly. So twisted laws, number 5. Number 6, like I said, national deficit, poor handling of funds. Am I making a decision on the debt? And did my father while he was alive? Did your father? I don't think so. How we getting that? Number 7, strong desire to impoverish the U.S. instead of sharing the wealth. Like I tell y'all all the time, rich folk bored. And most of them are who? What? Wow, man. The news is hypocritical. The news is so hypocritical. Do y'all realize that on some of the local news, black, stealing cars, shooting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what about the people that let some of them out of jail to continue to do these things? What about the people that can create programs to rehabilitate the American citizen instead of sending it over here, sending it over there, sending it over here? I'm proving my point, ain't I? I'm proving this point on. Number 8, sinister plans to keep blacks down instead of giving reparations, which would cure economic woes. Do not come on here putting words in my mouth. I'm not making excuses for nobody. But there is things that can be changed. And people who are in position to change them, they refuse because they hate certain groups. They just hate them. You could give billions upon billions in food stamps, but you can't give billions upon billions in business grants. That sounds kind of iffy, kind of shady. Like I said, 6 different occasions that did non-black groups receive reparations. And I'm going to say something. Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That right there was probably the dumbest comment anybody said this in the last 100 years. Because if we honest, what have Democrats done that have changed the plight for black people positively? They enable us. They help us a little bit here, a little bit there. But they don't give you that help that's going to put you over the top. Seem like a jealous person to me. Seem like a hater. You ever seen them people that help you a little bit as long as you don't pass them up? They ain't going to give you the help with that thing that will put you on an equal level with them or put you ahead of them. That's a hater. That's a jealous person. Number 9, abortion clinics. Now y'all see this right here. See it on my phone? Let's go to abortion stat. Let's go to abortion stat. Abortions by race. Now this is from the Kaiser Family Foundation. Let's see what it says. This ain't stuff I'm making up. These are legitimate organizations. Okay, so wait, they got it by state. But it looks like, other than Alaska, because it's not, okay, so the states with more white people than black, or even a great disparity. So it looks like the states with less than 10% black are the only states where whites have more abortions than blacks, like Nevada, like New Mexico, Montana. You see what I'm saying? But like Mississippi, 18% white, 77% black. Like Minnesota. Michigan, you got Detroit, Flint, Grand Rapids, all these places. Michigan is what? 54% of abortions were black, 37% were white. Now, places like Idaho, of course, ain't no black people in Idaho, but most states, blacks have the highest abortion rate, and it's not even close. See, the Guttmacher Institute. This much is true. In the United States, the abortion rate for black women is almost 5 times that for white women. And that's because there are more abortion clinics in black neighborhoods. That's number one. So why are we talking about supremacy with this abortion rate? Take away abortion. Would they have the numbers? I mean, black people can be like rabbits, man. Like, you know how rabbits be? You ever seen a rabbit? A rabbit will hop up there, bing, 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 bing. Then next thing you know, they done had 10 bunnies or whatever you call a baby rabbit. So abortion clinics is number 9, and number 10, drugs allowed in the country. Now you tell me, like all the ports, right? All the ports. How many of them are ran predominantly by blacks? But yet every state has a drug epidemic. Every state has multiple drugs that are at epidemic rates. Hey, listen, man. I think I done proved my point. Look, let's say all of this stuff, serial killers, most racism, highest percentage of child M, statutory rape. Let's say all of this, right? Let's say blacks were 97% of Republicans. Blacks were 79% of Democrats. Who would they be blaming for all of this? They'll be saying black people is trash. How are they in control? That's what they would be saying. Me personally, I think it'd be some mess, but I don't think it would be like this, what we talking about on here. And number 6, that national deficit, think about it real hard. If watch this. You know what, I could think of the stat. Black people make, what did we make, like 400 billion or something like that? And we spend, the spend rate was just as high as how much was made. Which proves there ain't nothing being saved hardly. So imagine if you put some money in the consumer's hands. How would that work out for your debt ratio? You talking about stimulating the economy? Give that reparation and watch how the economy Oh, I forgot. Some of y'all, you don't want that because that's your ego. You don't want to walk around and see black people as like millionaires. They don't want it to be like South Africa was. They want a little 5'3" dude with 3 Mercedes in his driveway, that's his ego we talking about. They don't want to come to the lot and can't get the car they want because everybody else got the money to get that same car. Come on now. So now we're hearing about this thing. This is spreading epidemic proportions. But what it really is people are getting bored again. There's people who, we're the prestigious group. We don't want nobody in our group. And they will literally do wars, create this, create that, to make sure. Come on now. Man, don't tell me nothing about no supremacy. Prove it. Prove you're supreme. Outdo everybody fairly. This is still the richest country in the world. But it would be even richer if you ain't had these people who trying to make sure certain people don't get up there. That's why I tell y'all, man, the answer is not hate. The answer is not fighting. The answer is not war. Amongst us blacks, the answer is to let your guard down just a little bit. Deal with each other a little bit more. Put them guns down. Stop shooting each other. Stop taking that music so seriously. This ran by who? Companies. What company? What label? Who? See, now y'all see why they shadow ban me so much. Now y'all see all these clowns fart videos, fake gurus, these memes, these weirdo things. Like they was watching, a dude had the Darth Vader music and a Jack in the Box popped out with Dookie on his head. 45,000 views in 4 days. That's how that algorithm getting down. And then don't tell me ain't nobody running it. Just stop it, man. Stop it. Let's be real. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix. No brainwashing people into thinking this particular person. Like Pearly is ditzy. How did she get 1 million subs? Even if she bought 1 million subs or 1 million of y'all is brainwashed. Facts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. Again, this ain't, hey, listen, this ain't in no way a racist video. This is just factual information that proves. And now I see, I always saw it, but now I really see why the Most High say every man is created equal. But in every nation, he who works righteousness and fears him is accepted with him.